chance at BC in 2K Interactive. Tune in now. On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we hit the court with Dwight Howard, recap game day 4 and 5 on the road to the finals, chat with NBA skills coach Drew.
I got nothing but respect for Paul George. To come back from an injury the way he did was simply amazing. It'll be a real honor to take the court against him tonight and show him what I can do. But forget PG-13. This game's going to be rated F for freak. May the best man win.
It's the home of the Celtics here in Boston as 2K Sports brings you today's action live. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thrilled to be back in Boston. The Celtics ready for that home court advantage. They've put it all together over the course of their last 7 games. They've only had 1 loss over that span.
And they've had the edge against this team, winning the first 2 matchups with 4 total on the season. They look to continue that advantage here tonight.
Keep the foot on the gas pedal in that case, Greg. You know what I say. If you can handle that, keep it down, man. Don't let them up. I'm thinking they're looking for the knockout blow here.
It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. We've got George Hill, Lavoy Allen out there with Turner. Then it's Ellis, and it's George in at the 3 slot. That's good. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Stuckey with it. Outside Hill. Here's the 3. And Boston with the rebound. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
The Pacers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
That one misses.
And David Lee missing time early last season with that hamstring injury also opened the door up for Draymond Green to kind of take that starting power forward role. And give Lee credit, though. Didn't sulk, just threw himself into his new role as a super sub. And now that the seal is broken, maybe their shooting will start to improve.
Yeah, I don't think they really wanted to have as cold a start as they did, but maybe that'll break the ice and they'll move forward in fine fashion.
Shots good by Turner.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Here is Miles after the made shot from Evan Turner. It's Hill on the wing. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Shot clock at 5. Stuckey drives inside. Hill, no good.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Freak with it. Rodney Stuckey covering. Plenty of daylight on that shot. 7 points for Evan Turner.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Outside Hill. Pick up by Hill. The drive by Hill. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Freak. He feeds it to Turner. Let's go. And it's Miles with the rebound. Pacers trail by 11. Hill dishes to Miles. To the right side. Pick up by Hill. For 3. And there's Miles. That's good on the assist by Hill. Miles has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Indiana. And that does it for the first quarter. Boston on top, leading by 8. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say what he can't do.
I think I had that all my life. I always had to prove somebody wrong, and, you know, still to this day. That's just the competitiveness that I believe my oldest brother built into me when I was little.
And Monte Ellis is still trying to prove people wrong now in Dallas after their quick exit from the playoffs a season ago. Clark, it's been a decade in the league now for this very talented guard. He's checked in for Turner. Hill comes in for Allen. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Monte Ellis. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Hill. On the court for Indiana, C.J. Miles and Paul George are the wingmen. Mahinmi is out there with Hill, and it's Stuckey in at the 1 spot.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks made a big difference. He had 6 points and was just efficient on the offensive end, picking his spots on when to keep the ball moving or try his own luck. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, you know, because when you work as hard as he did that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
The Pacers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Well, last year, Tyler Zeller both started and came off the bench, showed he could be an effective player even when playing heavy minutes.
Yeah, and if you look at the games that he played as a starter, he increased his usage, and it didn't bother his production at all. And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair, and frankly, that's probably a good idea.
I know there's some teams out there that would prefer to just shoot their way out of a slump, but, you know, getting a few to drop from in close or inside the arc is often a good way to get your whole offense going.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Freak kicks to Turner. Zeller passes to Freak. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
It's his first trip to the line.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now. So solid numbers in that department.
Roof shots.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Turner against George. Off on the layup. And so we conclude the first half. Celtics lead by 10. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with David Lee. And David, you're back at home now after that road trip. Do you guys feel in sync?
Yeah, it took a minute to get our breath out there. So it's good to be back playing the ball in front of our fans and everything like that. But after that, I thought we did pretty well. We're just trying to share the ball offensively and get stops on defense.
David, thank you. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of basketball left to play. I like the way we're valuing the basketball. Keeping those turnovers down has really helped us throughout the first two quarters. On the other hand, I was happy with the pressure we put on them with our D and the steals we got out of it. Let's keep that heat on them. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet. These guys did not see this coming, but now they know what they're up against, and they're going to come out angry. Get ready to go toe-to-toe with them and cap this thing off.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store.
Some great play by Evan Turner tonight. 9 points and 2 steals as well.
And his offense has matched the defensive effort today. He's been really just one of the best players on both ends.
I don't know if you can say enough about the job he's been doing in all aspects of the game. I mean, stuff in the stat sheet when you look at it.
In now for Indiana. Mahimi's checked in for Turner. Hill comes in for Allen. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for George. Rodney Stuckey's subbed in for Monte Ellis. Freak in at point guard. David Lee is out there with Turner. Then it's Zeller, and it's Smart in at the shooting guard position. That's the Boston Five.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
And how thrilled must have Evan Turner been last season to get a second chance. Clark with the boost in minutes, the confidence of the coaching staff. His game almost just changed overnight.
Yeah, he's a guy who needs the basketball. He's such a good, solid playmaker and has excellent size. Never had a chance in Indiana to really handle the ball and play to his strengths because of Paul George and Lance Stevenson, but he found a nice niche in Boston.
Well, you know what he can do after watching him for so many years with the Buckeyes.
Yeah, he's terrific. Good basketball IQ, too.
And boy, did Evan Turner make the most of his second chance last season. Played with more focus, huge minutes for him with the Celtics. He may have found a home.
You know, it was a career year all around for Tucker last season. Still has work to do on his game, but showed he can contribute to a winning team. Very good value for his contract, too. You can never discount that.
And so David Lee nails them both. 1:51 left in the third quarter of the game. Now here is Hill. 6 points for him. Pick up by Hill. Hill drives in. Kicks it to Hill. Can't get it to go. Good D by Lee.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Shot's good by Turner.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Pacers trail by 10. And here is Stuckey. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And Hill has it in the corner. Again, missing Hill.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Rodney Stuckey. Marcus Smart was drafted to the Celtics as their future point guard. He came in with a lot of work to do and a skill set that people really liked. But his first season, Clark, was a roller coaster.
Yeah, it really was. He was an off guard in high school and in his first year of college as well. Really only played full-time at the point the year before he was drafted.
And that one falls for Smart.
And for Smart, though, he still has a lot of work to do on his ball handling and passing. His shooting, I think, exceeded some people's expectations. 37% from the field last year was subpar, but his 34% accuracy from three was solid. He finally started going straight up on his jumper instead of leaning in, and his release looked money.
And so Smart nails both of them.
You know, you talk about Smart's lackluster field goal percentage. Once he gets more comfortable with his ball handling and adjust to the length in the NBA, I think he'll convert more at the basket. That'll also create more drive and dish chances for him as well.
And the wide open shot from Stuckey. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Smart dishes to Freak. It's stolen by Hill. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Here's Stuckey. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 6th assist on the night.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Tries it from 9. Misses off the left iron. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Hill sets the screen for Stuckey. To the middle. Goes up off the pick. And it's Hill with the jam.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Go off when I enter the building.
And the final period of play just about to start. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Guys, Paul George standing by with me here. And Paul, first, congratulations on the win. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Paul, thank you so much. Guys, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, to go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did, only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
Well, Paul George showing us again tonight why he is one of the premier wing players in the NBA. We know that defensively he's always going to do the job, but he's just as valuable on the other end, scoring off the catch or the dribble.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
I told you, Dom Pagnotti always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box, check them out.
Ooh, it's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh, Dom.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
Done. I'll make the call.
In Pagnotti we trust.
I told you you'd love them.
Man.
Hey, I'm going to have you playing in those in 30 days or less.
Oh, money. Oh, man.
Freaking and vibing. Freaking and vibing.
Freaking and vibing in these, baby.
On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we hit the court with Dwight Howard.
Oh, yeah.
On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV,
LeBron James. What more can you say about the guy that hasn't already been said? He can play anywhere on the court, and he gets it done on both ends like nobody else in the league. If we can't slow him down, this game could get out of hand real quick. It's going to be one of the biggest tests of the season for me, that's for sure. Time to step up.
Cavaliers have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend their home court here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline.
Ready to go?
Taking a look at Boston. They've lost their last 3 games, and guys, they like that streak to end tonight. Checked in for Mozgov. Smith comes in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Iman Shumpert. On the court for the Celtics, Freak in at point guard. Amir Johnson is out there with Jared Sullinger. Then there's Smart, and it's Crowder in at the small forward. Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
For Boston, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Smart.
Oh, my God. And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA.
And Cleveland making a change here. Williams is checked in. Second free throw, no good.
And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP and a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean, of all the stars on that team, he shined the brightest, and I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And good on the basket. Hook it.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Love outside. Passes to Smith. On the wing, Williams. Left side, Love. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Love's got 5 now.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
35 seconds left in the first. Crowder dishes to Sullinger. Fades. Whistle blows, but that's going to be a travel. .27 seconds left to play here in the first. Dellavedova kicks to Smith. There's the pick. Love wide open. He fires. And another 3 for Cleveland.
That's 2 straight quick 3-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Now here's Smart. Defense is right there. He feeds it to Freak. Launches a 3. No good on that last second attempt there. And so the first quarter is in the books. Cavaliers on top, up 9. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say about adjusting his game to the NBA. Good points, Clark. What role do coaches play in helping young players like that adjust to the long NBA schedule?
Well, you know, Kevin, they're going to give their teams the best chance to win no matter what.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Shumpert. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Thompson in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. 5 to shoot. Cleveland moving it around. Irving for 3. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
They're hovering around 50% for the game in three-pointers. That's pretty good. But they've really elevated here in the second quarter.
Now here's Crowder. James covering. Smart kicks to Freak. Puts it up from 17. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons was a big factor. He picked up 5 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. A bit of a surprise attack for him, as he is usually just regarded as a role player on his team.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
And the shot is good.
And how about that screen by Love? That was a wall.
Celtics trail by 16. Pass to Freak to the wing right side. Here's Crowder. And he lays it straight in.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Williams passes to James. No good off the front iron.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Freak. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for the Cavaliers, Freak. Taking 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
They get a hand on it. LeBron against Zellinger. LeBron outside. Banked in off the glass. LeBron's got 8.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
That'll do it for the first half. Cavaliers lead by 15. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
All right, eyes front. That's not what we were looking for in the first half, to say the least. Let's learn from what happened and make the second half a different story. The three-point shot hasn't been a reliable weapon yet, but if we can get it to drop, things will open up for us inside. Keep working hard to get into space and find good looks from deep. And let's also maintain our defensive intensity and the ability we've shown to jump into those passing lanes, disrupt their offensive flow, and come up with steals. And let's not lean too much on the fast break in the second half. Get things set up when we can. The points will come fast enough. Don't worry. Now let's just put that first half behind us and start fresh. Don't try to do too much too soon. We're not going to erase the lead with one basket. It's going to take a lot of chipping away.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavaliers.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Kevin Love with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Smith comes in for James. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Shumpert. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. And a new group in for the Celtics. Johnson, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Jared Sullinger comes in for David Lee. Marcus Smart's checked in for Avery Bradley. And Freak subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. On the court right now for the Celtics. Turner, the small forward, with Sullinger at the 4. Smart is out there with Freak. And it's Johnson in at the 5, down low. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Boston on D. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Dellavedova from outside.
They shot right around 45, 46, 47% in that first half, which helped them build the lead. Their offense, though, is stalled here in the second. They need to get back to the basics. Keep it simple. Just keep things simple.
Here's Turner. Here's Freak. Boston, no good that time either.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And Sullinger kicks to Smart. Outside Turner. Nice ball movement by Boston. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Smart. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 10 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And, guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And, fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Oh my God, I just got that.
He doesn't get the second one. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Left side, Williams. No one near Smith as he lets it go. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Boston's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Johnson kicks to Freak. He dishes it to Turner. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
And I like the fact, guys, that those numbers have gone up since last season. I mean, he said free throw shooting was an area he was looking to improve.
Take a break.
And he has.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Boston making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. Grimes checked in for Cleveland. Kyrie Irving comes in for Kevin Love. And then for Boston, Jerebko's checked in for Turner. Freak comes in for Bradley. And Thomas subbed in for Marcus Smart. Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Mo Williams. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Smith in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Outside Thomas. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, tell us a bit about the energy out there tonight. It seemed like there was plenty of intensity on the floor.
We knew that today was going to have that type of feel. It's 2 teams that have the same aspirations, and that's winning the NBA championship. So it's a great game. It went down to the wire, and we gave our beautiful fans a great show today, and it was fun.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Doris, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. He had just an outstanding fourth-quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
A tremendous night of shooting the basketball for him tonight. He was nearly 60% from the field. Ernie, 60. That's Shaq-like numbers. Okay, that's Kenny Smith-like numbers. I'm telling you, this guy was outstanding. I love the way he shot it all over the place.
We all know, anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense. Literally, any night he can take over a game. Tonight we saw King James exert his will on the game.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
as I was saying, got a real big problem. All this kitty stuff. Your evil twins, CC and Dom, got you doing Vet, what was that word he was using?
Rebrand?
No. Recalibrate. All this stuff they got you doing to recalibrate your image is cost you in the hood, fam. Yo, the streets is watching, and they're not convinced.
Vic, how many times do I have to tell you? The streets ain't always right, man.
Nah. It's always good in the hood. Let's not forget, I am a student of human nature, all right? Take your man here. He's playing his hair video game is to not address the reason why his brand Jordan sneakers are sitting on store shelves collecting dust.
Ooh. Ouch.
Okay, what are your suggestions, Victor?
He wants you to rob a bodega. I'm sorry.
Look, man, I'm not talking about some focus group, all right? I'm talking about the hood. They don't trust you no more. They see you coming to the arenas wearing them tight pants y'all ballers be wearing. Your high water ankles be showing. Your pants is just so tight, man. Your ankles be choking. Air it out some. People don't see themselves in you anymore. Look at me. People don't recognize themselves in who you are. Okay, you want to recalibrate? Fine, B, go ahead. But recalibrate back to Harlem. Remind these fools where you from. Represent. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's that Jesus piece you used to rock? Now that Shuttlesworth.
With them fake chains we used to wear.
Yo, but that's my point. Yo, let me get you some nice jewels, huh? Make you flossy. Get you a new whip, something that the hood will love. Let's remind these fools that you the Harlem Renaissance up in this piece. Get a club, I don't know, something. Just throw your weight around, man.
I mean, at least get me some, too.
Yeah, and get some nice free vet, too.
Nah, but for real, in all seriousness. You think it's that bad?
Yo. Cats be laughing at your corner commercials, B.
Come on.
But that's what I'm saying. Yo, we could change all that. Hey, now, I know CC's your manager and all, but everywhere she leads, you can't always follow. Now, I'm not trying to catch no charge, but CC got people out here laughing at you, fam. Now, just let me take care of everything. You the CEO, I'm the CFO, Chief Flossing Officer. You hit me with that bread, and I got you.
CC.
How y'all doing?
What up, CC?
Freak, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, what up?
In private?
CC, go ahead.
Okay, well, I thought we were supposed to be having a private meeting today to discuss business.
CC, what you think we're doing?
Am I talking to you? You know what? Y'all ain't talking business. Y'all talking nonsense.
We were actually discussing the questionable nature of the promotional strategy that you and Dom have employed on Freak's behalf. Now, it doesn't necessarily resonate with his core fan base, primarily due to the fact that it negates the legitimacy of his personal background and history in favor of reaching a larger, primarily more disinterested demographic that would prefer to judge Freak's past as opposed to appreciate it.
Yo, what Yvette said, 4 times 25, 100.
Oh, so now you know your times tables. Yvette, occasionally proving that you're articulate doesn't mean you have business acumen. Beyond, of course, your clear mastery of basic arithmetic, we all know you can add up how much Freak makes.
Okay, Cece, that's enough.
No, you know what, Cece? You're absolutely
Anywho,
right.
Freak,
And speaking of basic arithmetic, how much of Freak's money do you take?
Okay, what did I just say about
That's
Team
what
A manager?
What did I
Is that
just
what
say
you know
about
No,
Team
the
Freak?
only members of Team
Good.
Freak in here are me and you.
Oh, you know what, Cece? This isn't the womb, okay? It's not just you and Freak.
Speaking of, how's that going for you?
Hey, come on.
Oh, snap.
You gonna let her talk to me like that, really?
This
You need to
is
check
way
her
too
now.
cold in here, and I ain't even
check
talking
her
about
now.
Gorilla.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm out.
You know what? I think
I'm
I'll
out.
join you.
No, darlings, please. Please, have a seat. I would just love to hear what you all were just discussing. Better yet, let me guess. Hey, yo, I'm saying, dude, what you need to do is hit up these parties. Yeah, you need to show these fools how you still have mad love for the hood. Get you some flossy jewels. Make sure every time they see you whistling the new whip. Better yet, let's get us a dealership or a club or something. Never mind that house you promised your twin sister you promised you get for your parents who are still in the projects where you left them.
Yo, that's not fair. I ain't leaving my ass.
Hey,
and you
it's
know I'll never leave our parents in
thing,
projects.
fam. I'll take care of everything. All you gotta do is break me off with that bread. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wow. You know what, Cece? I don't know what's going on with you tonight, but I think it's best you go home. We will continue our meeting here.
You asking me to leave?
Yes.
Hey, yo, Freak. It's all good, man. As a matter of fact, CC, I know you don't like me. You never have. I don't know what I ever did to you. But at this point, does it really matter anymore? Look, I just want you to know that I'm really sorry. But whatever it was, I can honestly say it was not intentional. All right? Hey, Freak. Think about what I said earlier, man. I ain't trying to catch no charge. Vet, you ready?
Let's bounce.
Cece. Okay, you know I love you more than life itself.
Then how come you always put them before me? I don't put anyone above you, not even myself.
You sure about that, Cece? What would you just call all this? I mean, you come in here blowing up my spot and you insult my brother?
He's not our brother.
You disrespect my woman.
Just trying to protect you.
From who? From the likes of you? But you don't think I realize that I have vultures and blood-sucking leeches in my life? Don't think I realize that you're one of them?
Bloodsucker?
Yeah, but you know what? That's what I think the problem is. It's because you realize you're no better than them and you're ashamed. But in fact, you're worse because we share the same blood. And just because they don't have the same blood running through their veins as us, doesn't mean that they don't love me. Yeah, their love might be flawed, but it's true. What you need to understand is I don't need you to protect me anymore. I don't mind the people closest to me leeching off me. Yes, you do leech off me, and I leech off you too. You love business and you love me. I use that. Vic? Vic? You know he don't mind running these streets. He's my connection to things I don't want to deal with anymore, so I let him do him. I take care of him, and in return, he looks out for me in places you know you can't. And as much as you don't want to hear this, Yvette, she is the eye of the storm in my life right now. She is my only calm. She's my peace, my shelter. I use these people and they use me. I just don't call it that, Cece. I don't call what you do using me. I call what you do caring for me. Forgive yourself and forgive them for using the resources at their disposal to get what they need. And what you need to learn to do is just trust me. Okay, I've always had a good judge of character, even before I was born. Remember? Because I chose to come in this world with you. That's right. It was me and you in the womb just kicking it. Right? Right?
I was born first.
Yeah, you were. Swish.
Some people say you just a hanger-on, that you're a leech. Why is that the word?
Yo, because people just don't know,
They
yo.
be hating?
They be hating. They hating on my game. They hating on our friendship. See, FOF, friend of freak. See, nobody got that like I do. And everybody else wants that. Who doesn't? But that's my boy. I'm in that spot. That is my lane, and everybody else just got to make way for that, you know?
That's him, but who are you?
Nah, man, I got my own life, you know? People think I'm just sitting back and riding on him, but that's not the case, yo. I got dreams. I got dreams, yo. See, my boy knows, right? There's two ways that I could do this. I could do it a legit way, or I could do it the crooked way. And I'm really, really, really trying not to do it the crooked way, but Freak can't help me do that.
He could put you on?
Maybe. You got to do what you got to do when you need to do it to get ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I do, and I'm just really good at it. What can I say? I get by, day by day.
step by step.
On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we hit the court with Dwight Howard. Oh, dang. Recap game day 4 and 5 in the road to the finals. Coach Drew Hanlon.
But the first thing I do before I work with the guy is watch every single clip of his entire career.
And give you a chance at PC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, court with Dwight Howard. Oh, dang. Day 4 and 5 in the road to the finals. NBA skills coach Drew Hanlon.
But the first thing I do before I work with the guy is watch every single clip of his entire career.
And give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we hit the court with Dwight Howard.
Oh, game.
Chat with NBA skills coach Drew Hanlon.
But the first thing I do before I work with the guy is
On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we hit the court with Dwight Howard.
We got James Harden and that beard of his. Look, this guy's relentless. We know he's going to attack the basket all night long, so I'm going to make it my personal mission to keep that from happening. As long as we keep jumping those passing lanes, we can give them a run for their money. I know I'll be ready.
Rockets are out of Houston and into an interconference game. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. Taking a look at Boston. They have had some success, but still a lot to prove, sitting 14 games out of the top slot.
Yeah, you know, it's really tough what they're going through right now, the situation there.
Rockets trail by 9.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Boy, that's a nice feed by Lawson.
Freak passes to Sullinger. Crowder kicks to Zeller. Rebounded by Capella.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
That's a 2 from Smith. That one a little long. Celtics leading by 7. Crowder dishes to Freak. Kicks to Crowder. Sullinger a screen on Smith. There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Crowder kicks to Freak. From deep three-point range, they grab their own miss. Oh, and the jam by Sullinger.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch. Nothing dropping for him, so I think in the best interest of his team, he may need to think about not shooting right now.
The Celtics have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
The first free throw is good.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Exactly. I mean, that's what's helped them build this early lead.
Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for the Rockets. And he makes both free throws.
Man, they are just living at the line.
Yeah, doing an outstanding job of attacking offensively and forcing the issue.
Lawson outside. No good off the back of the rim.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Pass to Jones. Now the dish to Thornton. Fires the 3. Houston gets it back. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And for Terrence Jones, there's a quiet excitement surrounding him in personnel circles. Last season, he was a much better rim protector, way up in blocks, and his three-point percentage was up as well. So those are the kinds of year 3 improvements that talent evaluators are always looking for, especially when you come into the league as an underclassman.
So he comes up empty at the line. Well, looking at Terrence Jones, he really has that complete game. His ability to make a play at the rim, hit 35% of his threes. He's a multi-dimensional threat. Long player, well-schooled, falls in line, I think, very well with any good team. In this particular case, with one of the playoff teams in the West.
Yeah, he's one of the more efficient players in the league, over 53% his first 3 seasons. So defenses might want to choose to ignore somebody else.
Lawson outside. Lets it fly. Nice jump shot. Good. Lawson's got it back down to single digits for the Rockets. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Boston on top, leading by 9. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves. It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion. So Boston ends up going with a new group. Rockets trail by 6. Sullinger and Zeller are the duo down low. Creek is out there with Smart. And it's Crowder and it's small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Out to Smith. Uncovered. Rebounded by Smart.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, it was just a terrible shot.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Grizzlies made some major contributions. He had 6 points and he was on target the whole contest. Very few misses from him all night. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
Tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with him.
Watson the pass to Capella. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
All right, a chance to look at stats for Josh Smith. His last 10 games, he's averaging 7 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And, guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet.
The first one falls. Good on both. 1:09 left now here in the second. Smart dishes to Sullinger. The feed to Zeller from about 16. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
They're spraying them home from mid-range today, guys.
Finding the gaps in the defense and really just slicing and dicing them right now.
That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from James Harden. Boston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Sullinger the screen. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries from 10. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. It seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
And stolen by Lawson. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Lawson with the ball, and it's slammed in by Smith.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Rockets lead by 1. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. I'm here with David Lee. And David, tell us what your approach was defensively in this game tonight.
Well, we made some mistakes here and there. Our biggest thing is if we don't turn the ball over, I think we're going to be okay. They got a couple easy buckets in transition.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hey guys, some keys to talk about from what I've seen so far. This is a tight ball game, but remember, this is our house. I like the number of assists we've racked up. That says a lot about the way we've been running our offense, and there's no reason we can't get more. Keep finding the open man. Now I'll give credit where credit is due. We've taken very good care of the basketball. Turnovers were scarce, and we need to keep it that way. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed. But somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal. We know we can take their best punches and hang with them. Now it's time to hit them with everything we got and see how they handle it.
Here we go, Boston. Now coming up.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Bradley. He's got 16 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
And Freak subbed in for Thomas. Houston also making some changes. Capella's checked in, and Jones subbed in for Moniunas. So on the floor for Houston, Everly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Jones is out there with Smith, and it's Capella in at the center. Smart kicks to Sullinger. Here's Crowder. 4 seconds left. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
First personal foul, team Smith.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
And, guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Celtics out in front, leading by 9. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the 4th. Last game for the Celtics, it was a loss to the Grizzlies. The big men are Sullinger and Olynyk. Smart is out there with Freak, and it's Crowder in at the 3 slot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Up top, Sullinger. Here's Freak. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. And the Celtics lead by 9.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Smith kicks to Beverly. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Smith wide open. He fires. Wide open shot is on the money. Boston leading by 9. Freak with it. Smart passes to Sullinger. Fades and shoots. And another basket for Boston.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Now here's Beverly. D right on him. Jones dishes to Capella. And Beverly kicks to Harden. Takes it off the glass.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Beverly, and the shot is good.
Now that could be a major moment in this game. Mark your clock right now. Just when we thought this contest might be over, a steal, a fast break, and it's hold everything time.
Yeah, but they're still in the driver's seat right now. I'm not sure the comeback is fully off just yet. One more transition bucket, though, and it could be.
Shot clock at 6. Now here's Crowder, covered by Smith. And the shot's good from Crowder. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Harden outside. On the wing, Jones. Harden outside. 6 to shoot. The pass to Jones. Here's Beverly. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Beverly's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that 3-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
So Boston going with almost an entire new grouping. David Lee checked in for Sullinger. Turner comes in for Crowder. Bradley's checked in for Marcus Smart. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Freak. Some changes here for the Celtics. Zeller, he's checked in for Olynyk. And Freak subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Houston also making some changes. Capella's checked in. And it's Thornton in for James Harden. The Celtics working the ball around now. Zeller passes to Freak. Back to Zeller. He kicks to Freak. Shoots it up. The shot by Turner, no good. Pass to Moniunas. Capella kicks to Beverly. Here's Ariza. Offline. So we see Boston get the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Avery Bradley.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively, and he delivered. When they needed a big bucket, he was the guy they turned to, and he delivered, like I said. I mean, this guy was unbelievable. He did not shy away from the moment.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
Yo, Freak, what's up, baby? What's up? We see you.
Yo. What up?
Basquiat, let's go. Got that art for y'all, that real spit. They call me Basquiat. The Harlem take my pockets full of fat knots, making all the ladies drop. Paint me street corners green, my bank notes the color bill scene. Half man, half amazing. Call me Simi out the demigod. Halo crown with the dollar sign, got a pulpit. A ghetto saints with grand designs, call me focus. Before the Basquiats, the streets is hopeless. I'm that Harlem ain't painting pictures, making new kind of skill. Banking up to all figures. They call me Basquiat. Pockets full of fat knots, dust till dawn. Your boy makes a street pop. Got it on lock. Body don't stop. Make it hot. Love it when the buddies bounce when they on top. Basquiat. I got 107 C's. Making waves till the world knows me. Basquiat. My pocket OD. I dive in the heights. Get up and then creep. I'm on my hustling grind. I'm all about my money. No time for playing games when the game ain't funny.
Okay, yo, he's nice. What's his name?
Hey, he goes by the name Basquiat, yo. Basquiat puts game down on them bars, yo. I'm telling you. Hey, we record a nice mixtape. Hey, do a nice video. Get some honeys up in there dancing. Hey, we could build a franchise around this, yo. Hey, I want us to do a deal, Freak.
I mean, what you mean by us, Vic?
I mean us, as in you and me and you. Putting some serious Skrilla behind this and... Put me on, man. I'm Basquiat.
What?
You heard me? I'm Basquiat. That's me.
That's you?
Yeah. 100.
Okay, you nice with it. What? Yeah. Wow, okay.
Thanks, man.
Basquiat.
Yo, we don't need no major label to make this happen, man. And in the end, we reap all the benefits. Think about it.
know what you're thinking. I noticed we passed Colonel Young Park, too.
Yo, Coach Judy was the best. I remember when she took us from park to park so we could play ball. She taught us how to be comfortable in places other than the courts and the projects.
Word. Yo, Coach Judy would have us shoot hundreds of jumpers all over the court with both hands.
Hey, you caught onto the ambidextrous thing real fast, though.
Right. Now, but you were a beast with the hops. You were like 13, 5'6", and could reverse dunk with 2 hands. Come on, man. Whoa! Yeah, used to bug all the older dudes out on the court.
Yep. Oh,
That's
good
crazy.
times, man. Good times.
What's wrong, Vic? What's wrong?
It's nothing, man. It's silly, really.
Come on, Vic. Fess up.
I'm thinking about how fortunate you are. You know, how blessed you are. You know, you grew up with a mom's and a dad. Both parents. Your family treated me like family when my dad died in Greenhaven in his 9th year on his 40-year bid. You remember that?
Yeah.
And I turn around, my mom's died from that flu. That sick parting gift my dad left my mom's.
Oh, I feel you, Vic. But it's all right, man. You know, your moms and pops are good people. You know, may they rest in power.
So you're gonna patronize me now? You're gonna pity the little boy whose worthless, low-budget parents died from AIDS? Is that what you're gonna do? Yo, don't pity me, all right? And don't play me neither. As a matter of fact, go play the lottery, because, hey, you never know. Your chances might be better.
Vic. What are you doing right now?
You got everything, don't you, freak? What do I have? Nothing. Man, I ain't got nothing. You won't even, your cheap butt won't even front me the Skrilla I need to back a Basquiat mixtape, yo. And on top of that, I get banned from traveling with the team. I get banned from the locker rooms. I get banned from the arena. What? Would you let them do this to your best friend, man? What kind of friend are you?
Vic, you being serious right now. You're serious. Yeah, you sound like you on some Welch's sour grape right now, man. You jelly?
I ain't jealous of you, freak.
You sure, man? Because I don't know what you call this little tirade. It spreads like some Welch's grape jelly. Are you jealous?
Like I said, I ain't jealous of you, freak. As a matter of fact, I think you are jealous of me. Oh, yeah, that's right. I think you jealous of the way that I'm laying it down with these hotties on Instagram while you stuck at home with your one blazing beauty. Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, don't get heated because you went behind my back to get at Yvette, and she turned you down, B. Oh, what's wrong, Basquiat? Yeah, that's right. Look at you. Out there drowning in the middle of a whack lake without a lifesaver.
Brother, real talk. You know how I get. All right, I was feeling a little friendly. I got a little loose with it, you know. I was just up and out. You know me, man.
Save that riff for Heathcliff. Yvette told me all about it. I kept it on the low. See if you ever was gonna mention it. You did it. You broke the code, B. One never steps to his boy's boo, even after they break up. But you broke the code. And you know you did. But you know what? It's still all love here. But it's you who chooses this life in these streets. You know, you want to get on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Tinder, trying to chase these thirsty tens. Yeah, use my name as a coupon. Reel them all in. Hey, sweet thing. Hey, sweetie pie. Hey, shawty, you know I'm a FOF, a friend of freak. And then when they husbands and boyfriends start coming after you and you want to play the macho man role, start throwing hands, scrapping and fighting, who's the one that has to bail you out of jail? Huh? Who's the one that has to pay these lawyers in 6-figure settlements, huh? Me!
not you. Oh, no, not you, Vic. And then when you want to throw these lavish parties without consulting me, who's the one stuck with the bill, Vic? Huh? Me. Not you, but me. I have hit you off in the past 10 months with $250,000, Vic. $250,000. That's a lot of money. I don't mind you eating, but when you being a glutton, and the glutton off my plate and my food, love is love, but I'm keeping it 10 times 10 with you right now, Vic. 100. As usual, 100.
You right. Right, Freak. You've been carrying me for a long time. And I've been a burden and a hindrance to you. And I'm sorry. I thank you for your generosity of finance. I thank you for your generosity of friendship. I thank you for your generosity of spirit.
You know what? It's all good, my brother.
But you owe me.
Owe you?
Yeah, you owe me.
Yeah, how you figure that?
Big time.
Uh-huh. How?
Dirt Bike Donnie. Remember him? Dude who was robbing everybody in the towers?
Vic, I thought we was never, ever gonna talk about that.
Oh, you thought wrong, homie. I remember it like it was yesterday. Remember when we were on the stairwell in the building? Remember that? We had just brought our sheepskin coats from Delancey Street, our senior year of high school. You were the hottest prospect in the country. and Donnie's jealous butt, man, he had it out for you and me. But more so you, Freak. More so you. Remember when he saw our brand new fresh sheepskin coats? Oh, dude lost his mind. He ran up on you and told you to run it.
Man.
Oh, man, he wanted your coat.
Yo, nah, Vic.
Oh, he wanted it so
Vic,
bad.
no, we were fighting, all right? We were fighting. Okay, then he reached in his coat, and when he pulled, we struggled, man.
Yeah.
And when he pulled back, he fell down stairway by himself and cracked his head in two.
Yo, man, hey, calm down. Yo, it's all good. It's all good, fam. I was there. Remember that? I was there. I saw the whole thing. It's like you said. Everything happened so fast, you know? You was working off of adrenaline and pure instinct. I know you didn't try and do it. I know you didn't try and do it, man. Yeah. Anyway, I took care of all the loose ends when you ran down a flight of steps. Left me holding the bag. Yeah. So your secret is safe with me, Freak. Has been and always will be. Safe from that same morality clause that you threw in my face when I was banned from your NBA life. So, next time you want to talk about food, remember, when Dirt Bike Donnie looked at you like food, who was it that saved the day? Me! It was me! Victor Van Leer, who cleaned your dirty plate for you! You're a clean freak. You clean it in the Board of Health. 'Cause of who? 'Cause of me. You got all this because of me. And don't you ever forget that. Oh, man. Hey, I just thought of something so funny. You gonna get a kick out of this. You gonna get a kick out of this. Yo, I need you to ask you for one more favor.
Yeah, that's hilarious, bruh. That's hilarious.
Hey, it might be the last favor I ever ask of you, but you gotta admit that's really fun.
Yeah, of course. Anything for FOF.
Oh, hey, says the NBA megastar, his voice dripping with the sarcasm. Hey, Yo, peep this. Let me borrow this here ride, man. Hey, come on. It's not like you're gonna miss it. It's just gonna sit in your Tribeca garage next to your Aston Martin and your Lambo, and we both know they're collecting dust. Yo, how many whips you got anyway?
Man, come on.
Yeah, you're right. I don't even want to know. Yo, this ride is for sure an aphrodisiac for all the hottie hots. Man, we living the life, man. My main man, Frequency Vibrations. We for sure living the dream.
I need this back at the end of the season in the same condition. Repeat, same condition.
Same condition.
That I lent it to you. Pristine, Vic.
I know what that word means. Hey, I won't let you down, man. I'm gonna treat this ride like one of my own hottie hots.
No, you not. Not in this car, you not. No.
All right, man. I won't let you down, okay? I will change my ways, I promise. Yo, you hungry? I'm hungry, man. Let's go get something to eat. Let's get some grub. Huh? What do you say? What do you say?
Wow.
Freak, I didn't expect you to be here.
Coach let practice out early.
You okay? What's going on?
Same old.
Wow, your shoulders are really tight. Are they stressing you out again?
Yeah.
Well, you know you always got me, right? I'm always gonna be here. Baby, I'm your ride or die. And as quiet as it's kept, you and I are the real Team Freak.
Of course. Word of my mom's. I never had this feeling with any other woman in my life. And she gave me a different feeling, which was something I fell in love with. I never asked her to be my girlfriend. It just became that. You could tell when we started falling, like, I get a text message and she's, who's that? And it's just like, oh, so we worried now. Oh, so no more of that? All right, you know what I mean? So that's how I came to agreement.
What's different about Yvette?
Well, when you could teach me something or give me knowledge about anything, I'm already attracted to you as a person. I love learning, and she was very intellectual, and she's a very strong woman. And in this life, I need a strong woman.
On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we hit the court with Dwight Howard.
Oh, game.
The NBA season is a grind. There's no question about it. And tonight may be another game in the endless stretch of games, but that don't make it any less important. Time to put on my game face and do what I do. Win games.
Welcome to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. But the bad news is there is no basketball. There is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby. This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. A contest between conferences, Oracle Arena, Oakland, California, where the Warriors take their home floor. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
How about the shooting percentage, though? In the low 30s. That tells you all you need to know.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal. To shoot that poorly, you almost have to try to miss to shoot that poorly. Rarely do you see numbers like that at the NBA level.
And it's the Warriors to start out. Lee's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Johnson comes in for Jared Sullinger. Smart's checked in for Bradley. And Freak subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. On the floor for Boston, Freak, he's in at point guard. Amir Johnson is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Smart, and it's Lee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
Now here's Thompson following the miss by Freak and the wide open shot from Green. The rebound by Lee.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
5 to shoot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And let's take a moment to show you the NBA's best rebounding teams over the last 10 games. In third, the Warriors.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
Here is Livingston. He's coming off a 10-point game against Utah.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
Celtics trail by 5. Lee passes to Freak. Back to Lee. Kicks it to Smart. Lee, a screen on Thompson. Shot from the wing. Smart misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
There's Freak. And Johnson with the stop.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Freak dishes to Lee. Here's Crowder trying to find Johnson. He's got it now, and he uses the glass on the layup. Johnson's got 6 points.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. The Warriors on top, up by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And Amir Johnson re-signed in Toronto. He's been a big part of this team for years, and he talked about their great fan support in Toronto. A lot of fans south of the border in the U.S. are surprised when they learn how passionate, Clark, the fans in Toronto can be.
You know, Kevin, that's so true. I mean, when they get it going.
He's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Johnson comes in for Jared Sullinger. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jay Crowder. And Freak subbed in for Bradley. Klay Thompson and Brandon Rush at the 2 and 3. Azili is out there with Draymond Green. And it's Livingston in at the 1. That's the Warriors 5. And a wide open look for Lee. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Yeah, that's an easy. We call those bunnies. That's what they need.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Trailblazers made some major contributions. He had 6 points and the basket seemed pretty big to him. He didn't miss a whole lot all night. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again in that last game. I mean, he's a cog in their machine. No doubt.
Yeah, and they're going to need a few other players to lend a bigger hand today. I mean, they can't expect him to carry the entire load 2 games in a row.
And Isaiah Thomas, traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston, seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why they moved him.
Here's Lee. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Lee's got 4 points this quarter.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Greg, you were talking about Isaiah Thomas. He had no love lost for the Suns in their first meeting. He took them apart, Clark, on the floor. Remember that game? Stared them down as he was hitting shots, looked at that bench. Man, he had a big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and you know, most guys that are a little undersized and have battled doubters all their careers bring that kind of edge anyway. You throw in the fact that he was disappointed how the trade unfolded. He was amped up and ready for that return visit. Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Utah Jazz.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
And that one's good. 20 points for Klay Thompson.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
Thomas kicks to Lee. The 11-footer can't hit. And that concludes the first half. Celtics lead by 11. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Guys, I'm here with Steph Curry. And Steph, what has the problem been defensively?
We're a step late, I think. And, they made tough shots. We can't take away from that. But for the most part, we have to find a way to guard that line if they're knocking down shots to keep them out the game.
Steph, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
All right, men. We've done a good job in the first half of taking the momentum and being assertive with our style of play.
For the most part, we played an intelligent first half. Our passing has been crisp. We haven't given the ball away, and that's big because we can't afford turnovers. Those will kill us.
But we've shot the ball well, I'll give us that. And it's because we've had great shot selection. We've made really good choices with the ball. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet. I'll say this. Maybe there's not as much riding on this game as we'd like there to be, but that shouldn't change a thing. We're still going to hit that floor with one purpose: winning.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Some excellent numbers in this one for Thompson. He has 20 points and 2 steals as well.
And guys, he's been making play after play on both ends of the floor.
No let up in him, and that's mindset. That's not just physical tenacity, but that's a mental tenacity, too, that he brings to the court.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Lee's checked in for Olynyk. Johnson comes in for Jared Sullinger. Smart's checked in for Avery Bradley. And Freak subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. On the floor for Boston, Freak in at point guard. Amir Johnson is out there with David Lee. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Smart in at the 2 spot. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Boston.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
And he recovers it. Curry wide open, off target with his 3.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Freak kicks to Lee. Now here's Crowder. He's covered closely. Passes to Johnson. Lee outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Crowder. It's rebounded by Livingston. Warriors trail by 8. Here's Curry. And Boston with the rebound. Lee's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Smart kicks to Freak. Shoots a 3. And they will call over the back on the play.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too. So nothing subtle about that.
The Warriors have shot less than 50% at the free throw line today, hitting just 3 of 7. The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. The Celtics also with us. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots, and it's Ezeli in at the 5 spot. That's the Warriors 5. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Isaiah Thomas. He really set the tone for them in the first half, and it seemed to just help carry them forward from that point on.
I think his efficiency from the field was the biggest factor in this win. He made over 60% of his shots. I don't care if you're playing one-on-one or one-on-5. That is a great percentage.
His play tonight, Ernie, was finally a bright spot for them because, you know, they had a very rough stretch of games. It's been a while since their last win, and he was not content on playing a supporting role and letting them lose another one. He came on strong, took over, and put an end to the losing streak.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Yeah, send him in. Cece.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you again.
My pleasure.
Freak. Great game last night.
That's what I do, right?
Indeed. Have a seat. Pagnotti.
How you doing?
Thought you'd be selling used cars by now.
Funny, comedian. I thought you would have invested in some new clothes, being a team owner and all. I see you still rocking that Goodwill look.
Freak, what are you hanging around with this guy for? You know he's bad company, right?
Got no choice. He helps me pay the bills. Plus, our mother loves him.
Thank you all for coming by on such short notice. So you know why we're here, right?
Not really.
You want to negotiate an extension for Freak, right?
Well, since you mentioned it, your client is quickly becoming a liability for this organization.
We've already put a plan in place that's going to address all your concerns and issues.
Let me finish. Thank you. Myself, the front office, and the coaches are not satisfied with the adjustments you've made in your life off the court. I personally warned you about the company you keep, and we're fed up with the late nights and showing up late to shoot-arounds and the bad press and the incident at the nightclub. I told you Vic was going to be your downfall, and I was right. Something has to change now, or we're not going to need your services any longer.
If this is about that Twitter stuff, Vic was playing. Okay, it was a joke.
It's not about that. It's everything.
But like I told you before, Vic is my best friend. I can't just cut him off. He's practically family.
Not really.
What exactly are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say anything, Dom. I'm saying it. Freak and his friend Vic are a problem for me and this organization. And I called you in here to figure out how we all together can fix this problem. And right now, I'm only seeing one solution.
I agree that Freak may need to make some adjustments in his personal life off the court, but that's a learning process. We both know that. But this almost sounds like a threat. And Dom Pagnotti doesn't take too kindly to threats. Is this a threat?
Call it what you will.
We all know that Vic is a problem. The only person who doesn't seem to realize that is my brother. I'm sorry, bro, but enough is enough.
I don't have a problem with what you're saying. I have a problem with how you're saying it. Now, I know we can come to some understanding without all the ultimatums or threats.
Can we all come to a understanding, a compromise?
No, no more compromises. I already warned Freak. I told you. Don't be a hero. Cut that zero. It's cut Vic loose, or we trade Freak. It's that simple.
Fine, we'll go sign with another team.
Good luck with that, Pagnotti. Because of Vic, Freak's reputation precedes him.
No, because of Freak's God-given talent, his reputation precedes him.
Everybody's been talking. Dom, you know how this works. This is not about you and me and our history. This is about your client. Help him.
You talking as if I'm invisible. You talking around me, about me, but not to me. Vic has always had my back. And I've given this team everything I got. I practice hard. I play hard. Yeah, some nights I got it, some nights I don't. Some days I might even show up a little late to shoot-arounds. But every time I'm on that court, I've always given my best. And I see how it is, though. mean, us players got to be loyal to you, but you don't have to be loyal to us players? Try to give me some father and son talk, talking about how you love your players and how you look up for them. Come on, man. You trying to cut me off like you cut off Izzy. Don't you have people loyal to you no matter what? People you can't cut off? Well, that's me and Vic. Vic and me. Y'all insist, really. They could tell me stop hanging with Vic. What makes you think they won't tell me stop talking to you? You remember in 7th grade, some guys were trying to jump me over some girl. Vic was the one to get some friends just to walk me home. And when they came, we went at it, but I wasn't alone. When I got my scholarship, it was Vic who put the word on the streets that nobody should mess with me because I had a future. Vic was protecting me. And sir, I know Vic is crazy. But before all the hype and the lights, media, fans, it was just me and Vic. He's always been there. I mean, if y'all don't like that, I don't know what to say.
It hurts me to say this, but I see his point. What you don't understand is that the league doesn't have your back anymore. Not like they used to. They try, but it's too much. Social media has changed everything. And this last incident with Vic, that was the final straw.
It was a joke.
It wasn't funny. You know it wasn't a joke. Vic was defending you, stepping in to protect your honor by attacking another teammate like that? Talking about his manhood, his wife, his kids, his family, so you can be the big dog on the court? That's uncalled for.
And they all know your relationship with Vic, so they think it's coming from you.
But that's the media blowing everything out of proportion as usual.
It's not just the media. He's attacking other players, other teams. He's out of control. Vic just doesn't know how to behave.
We got guys on our squad who don't want to be here because of that beef. There is no place for that kind of inappropriate behavior in this league. If you can't trust your teammates, who can you trust?
What Vic is doing isn't right. He's bringing you down, and people can see it. I see how all the other players are looking at you. Oh, it's not cool. It's not cool at all.
What, don't talk to him? Don't hang with him?
You do what you got to do. That's your call. But let me tell you this. You asked me if I had friends that I couldn't cut off? Yeah, I did for a while. Friends, business partners, girlfriends, wives, family that I thought I couldn't cut off. But I learned that sometimes you got to make the hard decisions. I mean, some of these people, they were just bad for me. They were bringing me down. They weren't making me better. They were good for the time that they were there, but I grew up, not in age and maturity, but in mind and spirit. I was ready for the next level in my life. And I'll be honest with you, I've been on the receiving end of that. I've been cut off before myself, and yeah, it hurt at the time. But looking back, they were doing the right thing for me. Just don't tell my ex-wife that, Pagnotti.
So what's the next move?
The next move is Freaks. It always has been. Question is he ready and willing to do what needs to be done?
This is messed up.
You take a moment to think about it, but think long, think wrong. The snafu should have been cleaned up a long time ago. With or without you, we got games to win.
Freak, you gotta handle your business.
Okay, we've all said our piece. You might cut me off as your manager, but I will always be your sister. Twin, this is on you. I might not like it, but I will respect any decision you make. Yvette, please.
Cece.
Yvette.
Where's Dom?
I had him call you.
Why?
I'm gonna cut right to the chase. My brother is deeply in love with you. And I'm ready to put our differences aside if you are.
Really?
On a string.
I'm with it.
Team Freak.
Team Freak.
All right, so if you're gonna be down with the team, I gotta show you the dap.
The dap?
Yeah.
Okay.
It goes like this.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, Shoot. Swish.
Swish.
Yeah. Again.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, okay. 1, 2, 3.
Swish. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like that.
Cool, right?
Yeah.
On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we hit the court with Dwight Howard.
Oh, game.
Recap game day 4 and 5 in the Roach. Chat with NBA skills coach Drew Hanlon.
The first thing I do before I work with a guy is watch every single clip of his entire career.
And give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we hit the court with Dwight Howard.
Oh, game.
Recap game day 4 and 5 in the Roach finals. Chat with NBA skills coach Drew Hanlon.
The first thing I do before I work with a guy is watch.
This is it. The last game of my rookie season. Kind of hard to believe. These 82 games have gone by in a blur. I know we're on the outside looking in when it comes to playoffs, but that doesn't mean I can't go out and give it everything I have one last time. So here goes nothing.
Everyone in their seats here in Boston to watch the Celtics on the home court. For the Miami Heat, they come in off a loss to the Pistons.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way.
Especially when you couple the turnover with the soft defense they were playing. That's a losing combination.
And so the tip-off. Freak subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Then for the Heat, Luol Deng is checked in for Whiteside. Gerald Green comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Udrih in for Goran Dragic. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Deng out there with Winslow. Then there's Chris Bosh. And it's Udrih, and it's Green in at the 2. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And it's Bosh in the corner. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Now Smart, following the miss by Chris Bosh from deep. 5 to shoot. Lets it fly. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. The Heat trail by 6. The feed to Deng. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And let's look at some league leaders. Big defense being played by these small forwards. They're leading their position in blocks over the last month. You look at Crowder, one of the top intimidators in the league, a fierce shot blocker.
Just superb in terms of their athletic defending ability. I mean, all of them. They never give up on a play and do everything they can to challenge each and every shot.
Well, you'd think the energy they expend defensively would take away from their offense, but that's not the case. For most of them, a block leads to an easy basket or fuels their offense.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Now here's Lee. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Clock at 6. Puts it up from 12. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 59 seconds left to play here in the first. Now, here's Green, guarded closely. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Wow, you don't see him.
Checked in for Johnson. And Freak subbed in for Smart. And then for Miami, Whiteside's checked in for Bosch. Wade comes in for Winslow. And it's Dragic in for Udrih. Freak in at shooting guard. Olynyk is out there with David Lee. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Thomas in at the point guard position. That's the Boston 5. And for Gerald Green, another productive year last season coming off the bench. Though it was a smaller role, a small step back from the season before when he started over half the games for the Suns.
Well, there was a log jam in Phoenix at the wing position last season. He certainly matured, though, as he never complained about not starting, just went out and did his job.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets really had a hard time. He chipped in his share of points and added a few rebounds as well. He's now had a string of games that leave much to be desired. Coach told me that he's still very optimistic, however, and feels he'll break out of the funk soon. Perhaps we'll see it tonight, Kevin.
Good work as always, Doris. Thank you. Well, we haven't seen too many games, guys, like that out of him before.
And you know what? I'm thinking we'll see a different guy here tonight. Hard to imagine he'd have back-to-back bad games.
Yep, forget about back-to-back bad games on an individual basis. What he really wants to avoid are back-to-back losses.
Holman here now for an injury report.
It doesn't seem like too drastic of an injury.
All right, Doris, we will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
And you know what? He could have a long road ahead in terms of getting back on the court. But one thing we all know, he's never been shy of hard work.
No, he's not. I mean, he'll be doing everything he can to make it back as soon as possible. For Gerald Green, it's hard to not think about the star that could have been, the 18th pick in the 2005 draft. Right out of high school, it was basically athleticism and upside in his game then. He's finally made it in the NBA now, but has improved with skills and guile in place of explosiveness.
Kicks it to Wade. Dang with the screen for Wade. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And it's now only a 1-point Boston lead. The Celtics have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And it's Freak missing.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
He's about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, I see no birds up.
No.
Boston. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. It's the Heat. They're up by 3. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Coach Eric Spoelstra. And Eric, you guys have seemed in complete command out here tonight. What's been the key so far?
Well, I think we've been able to get to our pace. We've been active defensively. So we just have to maintain our focus and keep trying to be in attack mode, both ends of the court.
Eric, thank you so much. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hey guys, some keys to talk about from what I've seen so far. This is a tight ball game, but remember, this is our house. We've done a nice job of getting everyone involved in the offense. Our passing has been heads up and unselfish. That's something I'd like to see even more of. Ball security was probably our high point. Let's continue to keep a tight handle on the ball and not try to thread too many needles with our passes. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed. But somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal. This game shouldn't be as close as it is. We're the better team. You know it, I know it, and they know it. Now let's get out there and prove it.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
We've seen
some changes for Boston. Lee's checked in for Olynyk. Johnson comes in for Sullinger. And Freak subbed in for Jay Crowder. And then for Miami, Luol Deng is checked in for Whiteside. And it's Green in for Dwayne Wade. On the floor for Miami, Dragic is out there with Gerald Green. Then it's Winslow. Then there's Chris Bosh. And it's Deng in at the 4 spot.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And both free throws good from Freak. He'd have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Thomas against Dragic. Pass to Winslow. The shot. Goes back up. Bosh. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Thomas goes in to the inside. Here's Freak. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Freak's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
He showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Boston trailing. Thomas with the ball. He has 6. It's good. This game is all even. Thomas got 8 points.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
It's Bosh with the drive. The rebound by the Celtics. Bradley's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Well, a scary moment for Chris Bosh last year. He had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after a blood clot was found in his lung.
You know, and Kevin, it really puts basketball in perspective. I mean, it happened right after the trade deadline, and obviously a huge blow to the Heat in terms of their push for the postseason. But fortunately, it looks like he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
The pass to Dragic. Bosh, a screen on Johnson. Here's Dragic. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And it was a very public falling out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
Boston making some changes. Zeller, he's checked in for Lee. Some changes for Boston. Lee's checked in for Johnson. Jerebko comes in for Bradley. And Freak subbed in for Thomas. Then for the Heat, Whiteside comes in for Luol Deng. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Udrih. Freak, he's in at the point. Jonas Jerebko out there with David Lee. Then there's Smart, and it's Zeller in at the 5. That's the Boston 5. He drops the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And, of course, Dragic was traded to Miami last season, said he felt betrayed by the Suns front office, which spurred him wanting out of Phoenix and to South Florida.
Yeah, you know what? We'll never know the whole truth about that situation, but Dragic said they told him one thing with personnel and did something else. I'm sure he would have liked to have nailed all of them at the stripe, but that should be good enough to end this thing.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Green passes to Udrih. Now here's Winslow, covered by Lee. Haslam up top, and they go to the intentional foul.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
That one is no good. And Clark, maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
I don't think it's going to happen, partner.
Yeah, you got a better chance of walking through a lion's den with pork chop underwear on.
Greg went deep for that one.
He did, but I'm hungry now. And the foul called on Freak. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for two. And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of two is good. That'll push the lead to double digits. Three-pointer. Misses. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Chris, tell us a little bit about the philosophy behind your game and how this team works so well together.
Well, I mean, it's just energy and belief. It's the belief system. You know, we all work hard. I work extremely hard, and you know, when I go out there and just play and don't think about it and play with energy, you know, good things happen.
Chris, congratulations. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwayne Wade. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
Well, Dwayne Wade was at his best tonight, fellas. He's a ferocious competitor when he gets in the zone like that. That intensity on defense, those explosive moves to the rim, Dwayne Wade had it going on tonight.
They were riding a 2-game losing streak coming to this game and could not afford to drop 3 in a row. He rose to the occasion for them tonight, big time. They needed this sort of performance for him. He took his game up a few notches. Love it, Ernie.
And that'll do it for our coverage of this year's final regular season contest. It has been a wild ride. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. Now the playoffs begin on 2K Sports. See you back for that.
I know money isn't everything to you, Freak, and I find it hard to say this, but I've grown to respect that in you. You're a man of conviction. but it's my responsibility to point out the consequences of that way of thinking. Now, for you, winning is everything, but winning isn't something you could do alone. It requires excellent, or at the very least, competent coaching, contributing teammates, and, God willing, good health. And we all know that's not a guarantee. Now, the reality is you're not in control of any of those other factors, but if you, as the star player, fail to win and deliver a championship, you will be held responsible. You will be scapegoated, you will be villainized, and you will be punished accordingly. So when you say to me that as a free agent, all you care about is being in the best position to win, I understand what you mean. But again, that's not only up to you. Now, I'm going to call my guy at Apollo Jets. I'm going to get us a private plane for this tour. I promise you, you're going to love the free agency experience. Now, your relationship with Vic has unfortunately cost us in some of these negotiations. We had 10 teams interested. We now only have 3. But thankfully, you wised up when it came to Vic. Have you been in contact with Vic? Yo, freak, look at me.
He still has one of my cars, Dom.
What did I tell you about the L word?
The L word? What is...
Loyalty. I don't know what kind of hold this Vic has over you, but it makes me scared. You're a free agent for the first time in your career, and the only person you need to be loyal to is you. You need to be an FOF. You need to be a friend of Freak. Let's forget about winning without appropriate compensation and loyalty that hasn't been earned and isn't deserved. This is a tough business, Freak. We need to be tougher. Come on.
CC?
Woo, Lord Jesus, I was about to blow a gasket. Okay, Freak. Now, there are very few options on the table, and I want you to explore them all before making your final decision. Whatever you decide, it needs to be an informed decision, not an emotional one. The larger the markets, the greater resources at your disposal, and exposure for you. But if you don't allocate these resources properly, then it's just a big spotlight on you as you lose.
Well, thank you kindly, big sis.
She's right, Freak.
Thanks, Don.
Absolutely. Team Freak. That's what we're about.
Oh, whoa, I don't know if I like this.
What?
Dom and CC high-fiving like that?
I mean, yeah, why you got so certain I'm gonna lose?
Whoa. No one thinks you're going to lose, Freak.
You guys sure sound like it.
We just want you to select a franchise that has great coaching, super talent, exposure, but most importantly, a ton of cap space. If the team doesn't win and you're to blame, at least you won't be broke. Capiche?
Capiche.
Also, you should make sure it's somewhere you want to raise a family, but no pressure.
Well, you guys have made this decision so much easier.
What did Mom and Dad say?
You know what they said. I mean, but honestly, I'm torn. I've heard and listened to what you've all had to say. Don't take this the wrong way. There's just one person I haven't heard from, and that's Vic.
Oh, Lord, help us.
Yo, Vic, where you at? I've been trying to call you, man. Hit me back.
You know him. He's probably somewhere too loud to hear his phone.
I don't know. I think Vic's actually upset with me.
well, I'd like to thank everyone for coming here today. I especially like to thank God, my Lord and Savior, my family, my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti, twin sister and manager, Cece, my lady. Thank you guys for all your support. I'd also like to thank all the fans, and all the people out there who consider themselves an FOF, a friend of Freak. My free agency has been nothing short of amazing. And frankly, it has been a dream come true. But like most dreams, the reality is very different from what I imagined. Though I wouldn't change a thing about this period and the time I spent in the NBA, I can honestly say that nothing has been more gratifying and more difficult than choosing where to play next year. I sought the wise counsel of my loved ones. Nothing puts me at ease more than knowing that regardless of my decision, you guys will be there for me no matter what. Now, there are so many wonderful teams in the league, each filled with stellar talent and all vying to be number one. For me, there's nothing more important than winning and surrounding myself with those who feel just as passionate about the game as I do and have an unrelenting desire to win a championship ring. That's what matters most to me. It is for this reason, above all, I have decided to go to the Boston Celtics.
Good choice, sir. Good choice.
Talent they have on that team, they're going to championship this year.
You think so? You know what that means?
I'm gonna get
Cha-ching.
I love it.
I know.
Yes, my man. All right, son. Congratulations.
I've been running.
3 letters, M-A-X, baby.
Dom we trust, baby.
Dom we trust.
Let me see this contract. Let me see this contract.
I gotta call. I'll be right back. I gotta call finally. Yo, fool, where you been? I've been trying to call you.
Mr. Freak?
Yo, who's this?
This is Officer Vasquez with the 9th Precinct.
Officer Vasquez? What did Vic do now?
Mr. Freak, there's been an accident. Look, we're gonna need you to come down to the following address as soon as possible.
What kind of accident? Put Vic on the phone.
I can't do that, sir.
No, you're not hearing me. I want to talk to Vic.
Look, sir, we need you to calm down as soon as you can.
No. Hey, listen. Put down the phone, and I don't want to hear it get picked up until Victor Van Leer's on the phone.
Give me the phone.
Put Vic on the phone.
Mr. Freak, Mr. Van Leer was killed in a car accident.
What's going on? Give me the phone.
The car he was driving was registered to you. We were able to identify him from the flyers
Listen to
in
me.
his possession.
Freak,
I don't want to talk to you no more.
Freak, give me the phone. Hi, excuse me. Hi. Yes. This is Cece. This is Freak's manager. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, yes, look, we're gonna need somebody to come down and identify Mr. Van Leer. Eyewitnesses say that he was involved in a car chase. 2 cars were chasing him, and as the chase escalated, he eventually lost control and crashed. Look, I'm really sorry for your loss.
Hello. Outside of the deceased, was anybody else injured?
Vic died in a car accident.
What?
Yeah, they said he was in a car chase.
No.
Freak, I'm sorry. He died.
Oh,
I'm so sorry, Freak. Freak, I am so sorry.
Sis, all started here.
Yep, right here in the dome.
Yeah, man, it was all about living the dream. Yeah. And knowing to be some nightmares.
As Daddy always says, all that glitters ain't gold.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss my brother Vic, though.
Deep down, he was a good person at heart, but he was never quite right. Something was always off with him, even when we were little growing up.
Yeah, I know, but I loved him anyway. I knew he was trying to take advantage of our friendship, but I didn't care. We were boys, ride or die. You know that.
Ride or die.
just hope Vic finally found peace in death that he never found in life.
Well, may he rest in power. When you really sit down and think about it, life is about the blink of an eye. And that's for sure quick. We spend a third sleeping in bed, a third trying to figure this thing called life out. Yo, by the time we think you got it all figured out, you only got a third of your life left.
Yeah, life's a trip.
Say that again.
Life's a trip.
10 times 10.
Well, honey. Hey, yo, shout out to my man Vic.
Shout out to Vic. Come on, let's bounce.
All right.
Yeah, I'm about to wake up the projects like I used to.
Better
remember?
not. You better not. You ain't kids no more.
Cece?
Cece. Hey.
Why are you sneaking up on us?
Man, we thought you two left town yesterday after the funeral.
We decided to stay one more day.
Oh, I'm so glad you did. I wish we had known you were coming. We would have made you something to eat.
Yes.
Okay.
What y'all doing?
Yeah, chatting.
Yeah, talking about yesterday's service.
Oh, okay.
How you holding up, son?
You know what? I'm okay, Pops. But you know what? We love you two so much. And it's only now that I'm realizing how much you two sacrificed for Cece and myself. Hey, you know, Vic didn't really get to know his father growing up. And we were lucky to grow up in a household with two loving parents. And you know what's sad to say? People thought we had a highly unusual home in the projects.
Yeah, folks always talk about the negative effects of boys with no father in the home, but it affects girls too. And it's helped me in my relationships with men in my life.
What man?
Anywho, I know that all men are not dogs because I had a great father in the home. You, Daddy.
I was there too. He didn't do it alone now.
Yes, Mama, of course. It goes without saying.
Thank you, daughter. I did what my father did, and his father before that. A man, a real man, will always be involved in his children's lives. I love your mother. We had our ups and downs, but I love her more than life itself. You two are a direct result of that true love.
Yeah, we know that.
Switching subjects.
Yeah.
I know the both of you like I know the back of my hand. You said you were leaving after the service. Why are you here out of the blue?
Yeah, what's up?
Why gotta be all that?
Yeah, we can't stop by and show our love and appreciation for our loving parents. I'm highly offended.
I am appalled.
What's happening?
Yeah, come clean.
Okay. Me and Cece just want to give you a little present.
Yeah, a small token, a small repayment for everything you've done for us.
Yeah, all the sacrifices you've made.
And we want nothing in return but your love. And grandchildren.
But get married first.
Yeah, save your money.
But Daddy, we really just
But Daddy, nothing. You heard your father.
Well, maybe one day.
Maybe. But one day is not today.
Nope.
Okay. Well, for real, we do have an actual flight to catch tonight.
For real this
yes,
time?
Yes, for real this time.
Well,
it's good to see you again.
Yes.
Love you
Hey,
too.
y'all call
Safe
us when
flight.
you get there, okay?
We will.
As soon as you land.
Okay, Mama.
All right. Yeah, y'all
Okay,
call
Mama.
us as soon as you get back.
All right, as soon as you land.
All right, promise.
Take care of your brother.
Of course, always.
I got this. No trust.
Hey, did you forget something?
No. Can you do me a favor and head to the sofa?
The sofa? What's at the sofa?
Just look behind the cushion.
Behind the cushion? Pete, come here.
What do they want now?
What's in the envelope?
Just look inside, Mama.
Pete, you open it. Hey, Frequency, what's this?
Does it look like it opens doors?
Keys to a house?
Uh-huh.
A new home?
Uh-huh.
Son, now I done told you and your sister 1,000,000 times. Me and your mother are very comfortable right where we are.
Absolutely right.
This is Harlem, USA. Project or no project. This is our apartment. This is the home we made for you to raise you up right in. We're not moving like everybody else.
Let me talk
Tell
to
him something.
Frequency, we both appreciate it very much. I mean, we're very grateful.
Okay,
honey.
look, there's something else in the envelope.
Pete, he says look inside the envelope.
What?
Well, look inside.
Yeah. Already. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Baby, pack your bags.
We are living the dream. Oh.
Thank y'all. Love you.
All right, love you guys.
Love you.
Dear Freak, by the time you read this letter, I'll be long gone. I wrote this letter because it's the only way I think my voice will ever be heard. This piece of yellow paper It's the only way I'll ever get any of you to stop, listen, and really get to know me, Victor Van Leer. My childhood was turbulent. But even in the most unsettling times, there was a break in the tide. Father was the rocky water, and my mom's was the gentle surf. Pops did a lot of foolish stuff, but when he wasn't trashed and was actually taking the time to be a father, he'd say, Vic, you got one life, a fragile life. God can take this life whenever he sees fit. So live, and live plentiful. Each day God gives, live it in abundance. My pops was a smart dude, the most dangerous kind, educated and street smart. And this apple didn't fall too far from the tree. My mom's, she was an angel. No matter how heavy the hand, she would do anything for me. And by chance, when I was casted into that darkness, she was the voice I followed back to the light. I was so young, too young. But my decaying flesh carries the scars and memories that won't fade. She's the reason I'm as loving as I was. She taught me to look at others as human beings and not objects. Now, where there's pain, a simple kiss, hug, or I love you could disperse that rainy day. That's why I'll never understand why. Why she of all people was taken from me. The only one good thing I ever had in my life. And that was my mother. You ever feel lonely? Well, I didn't have any siblings, and no one would claim me as their own. It is the first time in my life I questioned the point of living at all. If it wasn't for your family taking me in, I swear I was going to open my wrist or jump in front of the A train. But I found love. And I found it through my new family. Mr. Pete, man, he was the complete opposite of who my dad was. He was foreign to me. He was a good, honorable man, and to be honest, he intimidated me. I didn't believe I could ever be the man he tried teaching me to be. Miss Martha, damn. Real talk, I was in love with that woman. Frick, if you're reading this right now, I'm sorry. I never met one hottie that came close to her. Mr. Pete is a lucky dude. But unlike my dad, he could recognize the angel in his presence. Aside from my own mom, she's the only other person I truly think understood me. I just wanted to be loved, yo. I just wanted to belong. CC, man, I've seen her make the hardest dudes break at the wrist. I've seen her turn coal into diamonds and then back into coal again, just by doing this intense stare she do. CC is no joke. I love her, though. We used to be close. And again, I'm sorry, freak, but when your sister get all mad and on one, damn, I just... Whew. CC, I love you more than you will ever know. I hope in my time past you can finally forgive me. Yvette is beautiful. A woman about success, work ethic, and never settling for less. Which, that's why I didn't stand a chance. Freak was king, and me, a big, fat zero. She was cool, though. Chill. And when she wasn't being all uptight, that girl was mad funny. I could see why you fell in love with her. She could make any man better. She was exactly what I wanted. And definitely what you needed. Frequency vibrations. My boy. My blood. I'm sorry I couldn't be as great as you. I'm sorry I was your weight and not your pedestal. I wanted to be a lot of things. I thought I was the next prodigy. Then you hit that court, and I knew. It was it. It was you, freak. It was you. I didn't have much of a life, at least not one I could be proud of. I never said this to you, but I wanted to be you. All I wanted was a taste, just a little taste of everything I never had. Can you blame me? Like my dad said, life is short, and I just wanted to live it abundantly. I know it hurts, but your life would be better without me. There's nothing holding you down anymore, freak. I believe in you. And I always look out for you from above, B. Hey, bring that Jesus piece back for your boy, though, you know. That shuttle's work. I love you, freak. At least I did something right. At the end, I felt as though I had no place here anymore. I never felt as though I belonged. Maybe my greatness is in the heavens. Or maybe, just maybe, my greatness is you, freak. I just hope you and the fam remember me as I remember my mom. Look at people like human beings, not objects. Because if you wait, it's often too late. So just say you love them now, man. Be the voice they can follow out of darkness. Be to them what my mother was to me. An angel. Your boy, resting in power. Vic.
Welcome to your second NBA season. Now that your career is progressing and your brand is growing, you will be challenged with managing increasing demands off the court. In between games, you'll have decisions to make on how to spend your off days. Will you refine your skill on the court and work on increasing your attributes in live practices? Do you want to earn fame and extra money by partnering with global brands? Or would you rather establish personal connections with some of the game's most influential personalities, which bring with them a variety of rewards? The choice is yours.
Chat with NBA skills coach Drew Hanlon.
But the first thing I do before I work with a guy is watch every single clip of his entire career.
And give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.